It's no secret that Armored Core 6 has some of the coolest preset builds in the entire series, if not the mecha genre. But how many of these builds are actually viable in a PvP setting? To answer this question, I'll be going through a Nuzlocke challenge to see which AC can survive the longest and earn the coveted Ninebreaker title from the olden days. The rules are simple. I'll be using each preset AC as they are with no changes, starting with 621, going all the way to the very last AC. The winner of this challenge will be the AC that can gain the most amount of wins in ranked PvP, but should one of these builds lose a match, they will be eliminated from the challenge entirely. Time to see who's the best of the best. This is it. This might just be the final episode of the Armored Core 6 PvP Nuzlocke challenge. It's bittersweet, really, but we'll see. It's going to depend on how well these builds perform. I might just make this a longer video. But out of all the All-Mind related builds, Mind Gamma here seems to be the most capable just at a glance. If I can land those kangaroo kicks, the Karasawa follow-up is going to be very consistent. Let's see if that's going to be the case, though. Oh, my first opponent looks like a missile melee build. Interesting. If they're going to be kiting, I might have a bit of a tough time. I'm not sure how maneuverable this build is against backpedalers. The reverse joint legs do help with those aerial engagements. Let's see how much, though. I'm still hopeful. Alright, actually, you're approaching me, but you are starting to light things up with the... Ooh, that was close. Oh, now you're starting to backpedal. They know. And those missiles are going to be blindsiding me. Not good. Here we go. Kangaroo kick. No. What is with those dodges? No way. I was just about to pop my shield. Alright, this is not looking good. I realize, too, you're rocking drones, and those are going to be very annoying. Might be too little too late for this. You know what? Never mind. I was going to let the Karasawa rip. The laser blade had other plans. Jeez! I'm honestly surprised how maneuverable this opponent is. The AC isn't the lightest, and they're just dodging left and right, making it so my kicks don't land. Oh, man. This is the problem for sure. But I'm not giving up. What the? Are you a Dragon Ball Z character by any chance? Minus the instant transmission? Alright, nice. I'm gonna wait till you're staggered, though. I'm gonna maximize damage output. Come on, I know you're waiting on that laser blade. Ah, they knew. They saw the Karasawa was fully charged and ready to go. I'm doing a lot better than the first round, though. That's a good sign. Come on. What? I kicked you, though. How did you... I don't know if I launched you further with the kick and that's why the Karasawa just missed, but I'm shocked by that. There we go. Cancel. Alright, this is... Oh, wait. Are you using the Gills booster? You might be. You honestly might be, because your reaction speed is insane with those dodges. Also trying to time the laser drone so it's always up and chipping away at you. Come on. What the? So that last match did not go nearly as well as I hoped it would. For the record, my opponent was using the NGI boosters, which explains how they were able to easily avoid all of my attempts at kicking them. It might be the one booster choice that hard counters reverse joint kicks. This preset is interesting as it focuses entirely on energy damage. The generator choice is the biggest drawback. Will it be enough to hold back the entire performance of this AC? Well, that remains to be seen. I am debating whether or not I want to focus entirely on the fully charged plasma attacks, or if I should just rapid fire. Because the fully charged attacks are the ones that do the most amount of damage. Double melee reverse joint with a Zimmerman. I'm terrified. Also, was that an outer? It is an Outer Heaven emblem. Love to see these MGS-related emblems out there. Nope. Oh, we got ourselves a Moonlight Showdown. Oh, good hop, but it still got caught into the blast radius. Ooh, that's a problem. Oh, I thought I was a little bit more airborne. Wait, did that hit me? Looked like it did. There we go. Nice damage. Oh, couldn't quite land the kick. I'm going for it. Oh, that was not worth it. Waiting for my expansion to pop. Good dodge. Oh, I tried to delay it. Oh, those jumps are going to make it so easy for you to dodge my plasma attacks. I don't like it at all. I don't know how I dodged that, but I'm not going to question it at all. Oh, my expansion came in clutch. Good thing those Auroras landed. If they didn't, I would not be so lucky. Assuming my opponent would have assault boosted the opposite direction. Very nice first round. Can I blindside? Ooh, they try to do the same thing! And they succeeded. Unfortunate. Ouch. Ouch. They stagger extended. And it's over for me. It's over for me. Yeah, you just need to throw a pebble at me, buddy. But you had to end it in style. I almost staggered you, though. Whoo! I gotta avoid all of their attacks, especially that Zimmerman stagger extension. That did so much. Nicely done. I do want to try to do a sneak attack with a fully charged Moonlight. I think it'll help a lot. Oh, they're trying. They're trying. Don't. That was my idea first. Don't hit me with the... Oh, just avoided the charged Pulse Blade. And the reverse joint kick. Also want to time... Nice! That was perfect timing. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Nice. If I could avoid those charged Pulse Blade attacks, I'll survive longer than 10 seconds. Ooh, no, no, no. Oh, denied! And I have a punish follow-up, though. No, there goes my expansion. Come on. Wow, I actually clutched up and took the win. I'm honestly surprised because my expansion just wore off. GG's. Dual Chang Changs and Xiao Weis, so maximum DACA. If you were rocking dual Ludlows instead, I'd be more worried because Chang Chen's just... They're not very good. Seriously, Ludlow completely outclasses that machine gun. But it might be enough to take me down. Kick into pull. Oh, I should have led with the plasma. Oh my. I'm getting torn apart. Nice. Moonlight follow-up. Oh, the pulse. I don't know if I'm gonna outlast this. Yeah, I think me landing on that rock is what finished me, having only 1 AP left. Wow, even though the Chang Chens are not the greatest, my AC doesn't have the best defense, so it's still gonna rip me apart. Making use of cover like my previous opponent. That'll help. Nope. Come on, hit. Yes! Oh, nice. And the punish. Ouch. I definitely don't want to use the Nebula too much if I get stuck in firing stance. Those bullets will greet me. It won't last too long. In fact, I'm not going to last much longer. You know what? I'm not dealing with this. Sayonara. Ouch. No! Come on. No, so close. Dealing with that much firepower is going to be annoying when most of your weapons lock you in a firing stance. Good job. If it isn't the final member of the branch trio, Raven and his Nightfall AC, and I'm going to be real, compared to Umberox and Aster Crown, I am not too impressed with what I'm looking at. Now, I do love me some pile bunker action. You know I'm good at greeting people with the Rubiconian handshake. But the Songbird, you know how I feel about that thing, combined with the Scudder, isn't going to help me too much with stagger buildup, and the duo cell missiles are incredibly inconsistent, especially at close range, not to mention the poor choice for internals minus the FCS. I'll do my best, though. I keep on getting this map today. What is going on? Am I stuck on playing nothing else? It's a little bit annoying. Oh, the same opponent, but because I'm on a different preset, this match counts. Will I fare any better than the Institute AC? If I'm being honest with myself, I'm not too hopeful, but the Rubiconian handshake might turn things around. Songbird. Nope, of course not. What else was I expecting? Nope, I got stuck. That's not good. And you backed off at the last second. Good job. Yeah, I'm not winning this round. Wow, look at how non-existent the stagger buildup is with a single Scudder. Not to mention the irrelevance of the Songbird. Oh, can I even try to find a way to turn this around? Well, one grenade landed, that's good. Ouch. Oh, come on, you're so close, you're so close, you're so close. Come on! Ah, I'm glad I went with the normal attack, but it's over. Wow, that was awful. You pale in comparison compared to your other branch partners. Wow. I still can't get over how poorly Nightfall performed, especially for a cover AC. Come on now. Well, for all of you Rusty fans out there, waiting for a second chance, here it is, Steel Haze Ortis. And I'm aware that the general consensus is that his original build is better, but I've got a counterpoint for you. Gundam. That is all. This thing is practically a Gundam. I'm a Gundam fan, and that should carry a lot of weight into battle. I'm basically Setsuna F. Seiei. I am Gundam. Oh, back on this map again. This is crazy. But for the record, my practice match with Steel Haze Ortis did not go too well. I can see why. People say his original AC is better. Dual Gats in a Moonlight. On the Loader 4 frame, or the Orbiter frame to be more specific. Very interesting. However, the music playing, I've got the home field advantage right now. Come on. Oh, I got a little bit too greedy. Ooh. Those Gats are going to chew me up. Let's wait that out. Don't want my expansion to trigger just yet. Whew. Oh, I thought I could blind fire it. No, 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 no. You're so close. You're so close. Do not want a repeat of the Nightfall match. My expansion is going to carry me for situations like that. I will say if the Trueno didn't have firing stance attached to it, Steel Haze Ortis would be a lot better. See, like right there, I could be on the move, but instead I'm getting hit by all the bullets. Every single one of them. Whoa, now, what's with the lagging? Don't resort to that. Oh, come on, no, no, no. Not like this, please. Oh, I couldn't get it for game. No. I couldn't take off in time. Yeah, I think they just did a 360 no-scope with all the bullets flying everywhere. Good lord. That was unfortunate timing, trying to escape. They had me right in their sights. Just let those bullets fly like crazy. Oh, the Trinos hit, that would have been big. Can I get the first stagger? Yes, I can! Nope, not this time. Not. I hit the wall! At least I dodged their moonlight. Can I get a reset? Good hit with the Troino. Oh, wow. I pulled it off, but man, was it close. Never underestimate the power of Gundam. Dual Zim melee lightweight build, and again on the same map. This is crazy. I know people will complain about fighting the same player over and over depending on the rank, but fighting on the same map, even with the limited selection in the ranked PvP playlist, that's just insane. Ooh, point blank Troino trade, I'll take it. I'm not gonna make it. Oh, that would have been it for sure. Oh, wow. Of course you would hit with the Zims at that range. If you can't avoid the Troino, I'll be in good shape for the stagger punish. No, 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 no. Unless you get me here, then it might be over. No, you don't. Or you do. You do. You definitely do. Oh, I was winning the entire time, and then what happened? 2 Zimmerman hits happened, and that was the end of the run. Whew. What am I talking about? I got one more round to pull off a comeback. Now they're going for hit and run tactics. Smart. I want to be a little bit close when I launch the Troino so I could go for the punish. Ah. Nope. Oh no! Ooh, this is tough. It's over. After that Zimmerman shot, it's over. It's been a good run, Steel Haze Ortis. But dual Zims will do that to pretty much any build. Finally, Handler Walter takes center stage. I do like this build. The Coral Arsenal is very promising. Just the raw damage output is there. The Coral Shield, on the other hand, won't help too much because this isn't a dual trigger build, and the Coral Shield in general isn't the greatest anymore, not since it got nerfed compared to the other shield choices. All the same, I do want to make Handler Walter proud. Finally, a different map. I did have a different one as well during my practice game, which was nice. Oh, and this was my practice match opponent, which is also the same person I faced earlier with Steel Haze Ortis, but with the Kurosawa. And I'm questioning the build because they have 100% accuracy with the Karasawa. No joke. If it happens again, I'm going to be raising my eyebrows. Oh, my missiles actually land this time. See what I mean? This is exactly what I was talking about. I was on the ground, under the bridge, and yet they somehow still hit me with the Sawa. Nice, everything fell into place there. Whew. Yeah, it was sad. I won... No, they were... Yeah, they won round 1, I won round 2, and then round 3, my coral missiles would be whiffing, but their Karasawa would be landing the entire time, so it was heartbreaking for sure. Oh, you hit the pillar though, nice. But if it hadn't been there, I have a feeling I still would have got hit. Aw, missiles, come on. You did well in round 1. Why are you now starting to whiff? Oh my goodness. Everything again lined up. I can't believe it. Alright, maybe Handler Walter's build has some power to it. Finally, a different opponent. I ran into the same player now. Probably the same amount of times I've got in the first map of the video. It's crazy. It usually doesn't happen too often. Especially the map situation. That's just crazy bad luck. Diffuse cannons will be a problem. Oh, you're charging it too. Oh, you were close enough. Nice. Good damage. I'll take that trade. Oh no, you were above me! Thank goodness that building took the hit for me. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Noodle beam incoming. That was a mistake. I'm never doing that again. Never doing that again. I figured I got to at least one time. That was the one time, and that's it. Whew. Let's fight over here again. I need as much cover as possible for those hits to not make contact with my AC. Also, this time please. No! Why did it look like the missiles hit me? Nice. I'm still in this. But now, for real, I need these missiles to land. They did. That's your expansion. Okay, I'm not turning my back, though. Not gonna do that. Whew. That got incredibly stressful. It's nice to know that Walter's AC has a follow-up to make a comeback possible compared to some of these other presets. At the same time, it's very dependent on how close my opponent's going to be. Can't quick boost too often either, or it will cancel my shield. But now's not it! No, you weren't close enough for the follow-up. I think I can still pull off a comeback. Maybe. Big maybe. Depends how accurate he's going to be with those diffuse cannons. And if these missiles will land. A lot of variables here. Nice, it triggered. Oh no, this isn't good though. The bridge! No! I thought the bridge was going to cover me! Oh, that was unfortunate. GG's. Finally, the last preset build for this challenge, and of course, it is Air's AC, which is identical to the Institute one, with the exception being the loadout is entirely coral focused, just like the HAL, and a much better coral generator. I am wondering if this is going to perform as well or even better than the Institute variant. Only one way to find out. And I'm back on this map. And I've got to come clean. I've had several practice matches with this build because I wanted to see something. Oh lord, that is gonna destroy me. But most of my attacks were missing like crazy. And I thought maybe it was just something going on with the netcode on my opponent's side, but no. The accuracy of this build is terrible, and I can say with confidence that the Institute variant is just superior. Mostly thanks to splash damage, and having homing attacks that are more reliable in the form of the dual auroras. Hold up, I say that and now my missiles and everything are actually landing? I think Air took offense to what I'm saying. But it's the truth! Try to get a reset over here. I think it's gonna happen, but it would be nice. Oh, it actually happened. Yeah, go figure. Now my missiles and my coral rifle are on point, but I kid you not, all the other times going up against the same opponent or different ones, it was the same thing. Every time my attacks would whiff, and my opponent would proceed to destroy me. And the fact I'm winning against a build like this that has a very similar meta loadout to what you see in the higher ranks is not exact, but I mean, come on, the shield, LRB, it's going to put in a lot of work. Also, I have home field advantage with the music. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe there's a hidden stat buff we're not aware of. Okay, now my attacks are missing. This isn't good. This is what I was afraid was going to repeat itself. And they blocked both. Well, I think it was just the one blade wave. Maintaining stagger buildup is the biggest hurdle. Yeah, see right there. It's the biggest hurdle for this build. I don't have a lot of ways, and because my opponent has a shield, it means that if my attacks pop their expansion too. Basically, I did that for nothing. Having a means to reliably stagger my opponent is just really bad. Once more, the Charged Nebula attacks from the Institute AC just put in so much work. If you're not aware, Charged Nebula attacks are the huge reason why that thing sees a lot of play. Yeah, you got that round at least. But even though I was missing pretty often that time, I got you pretty low. That is the beauty of coral weapons, after all. Ignoring all damage resistances is very nice. Went for the charged Harris, I see. If I stay close to you, maybe that'll apply enough pressure. Or it won't. And now my missiles will go off into the sunset. Okay, nice. Unfortunately, I didn't have my missiles already going after them, so I couldn't get a maximum stagger punish from that. But still. If I get staggered in here, it's okay. A reset's even better. Come on. Okay, I don't know why that happened. I was charging my coral missiles and yet just decided to take off. Well, that's not very nice. Dude, just gonna camp in the back. Well, guess we're doing it before time runs out. Because you do have the health lead. If I could pop the shield, that would help tremendously. You popped mine, though. With that, I think it's over. Unless... yeah, it's over. You dodged both blade waves, and my missiles didn't land. Unless... hold up! Second wave wasn't going to hit, so it didn't matter. And your ACS train was disappearing. Well, yeah, the other variant of this AC is way better. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Time to crown the title of Ninebreaker to the best preset AC in this challenge, which is none other than V1 Freud's Locksmith. I could not believe it. Going into this challenge, I didn't expect this thing to win at all. but it proved to be the best of the best. But that's not to say there weren't a few solid contenders that almost came out on top. Seriously, what a crazy ride it's been, and congratulations to all of you who predicted that Locksmith would be the one to take home the 9-breaker title. Now, I do want to briefly talk about something because I've read a few comments asking what I'm planning to do in relation to a couple of encounters I had with certain preset builds. I won't spoil which presets I'm referring to in case there's an off chance some of you are tuning in for the first time, in which case you sure picked quite the episode to start this journey. But basically, I've ran into a couple of players who were cheating in some shape or form, and people were wondering if I'm going to let those matches count, and I've decided I'm going to. I know some of you won't agree with this, but this challenge was to determine which builds can conquer anything, including the sad truth that in the ranked PvP environment, lag switchers and cheaters are going to be present. It is an uncontrolled environment. Had this been a tournament setting, that's a completely different story. Also, I've evaluated the builds that those presets went up against, and I believe even without the craziness going on, they would have still struggled. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me to go back and give those presets a free pass just because of the circumstances that transpired. Either way, this concludes the Armored Core 6 PvP Nuzlocke Challenge. Boy, have I been waiting to say that. Thank you for watching. There will be a playlist in the description in case you want to catch up on any episodes that you missed or watch the whole thing from start to finish. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And until next time, take care.